This is the LEIVI T162A Smart Toilet. Let me give you a quick review and tell you what it's really like to use one of these every day, from my own experience. So, you're looking at a sleek, modern toilet with a shining white ceramic finish and an elongated oval shape. Right out of the box, it just looks high-tech. There's a digital display on the top, and the whole design feels super clean, with no visible tank and rounded edges everywhere. I have to say, it looks totally different from a regular toilet. And honestly, that caught my curiosity the first time I saw it. To be upfront, I was a little skeptical when I first heard of smart toilets. I'd seen these fancy models on a trip to Japan and always assumed they were either too complicated or just a luxury for nice hotels. But after living with the LEIVI T162A for a while now, my view has totally changed. From my experience, this toilet has actually made my daily routine much easier and more comfortable. Let's talk about some of the key features you get with the LEIVI T162A. The first one you'll probably notice is the auto lid mechanism. When I walk into my bathroom, I don't even have to touch anything. The lid opens for me. That's due to built-in motion sensors right at the front and side, which pick up movement as you approach. The seat itself is gently heated, which honestly makes a huge difference in the winter. If you're like me and hate cold surprises in the morning, you'll appreciate this. Another thing that I love is the built-in bidet. I'd never really used a bidet before owning this, but it's actually become something I now rely on. You can choose between different wash settings, like a standard rear wash or a more gentle feminine wash, and you can adjust the water temperature, the pressure, and even activate a massage function where the water moves back and forth. If you're nervous about trying a bidet, don't be. I found the controls super easy. Everything can be adjusted with the remote that comes included, or you can use the knob on the side if you don't feel like using the remote. The self-cleaning nozzle is a big relief too. It literally cleans itself every time you use it, so I don't worry about hygiene issues. That's a feature I didn't realize I needed until now. Speaking of hygiene, I noticed the toilet stays much cleaner versus my old model. The automatic flush system is a big part of this. When I stand up or leave the toilet, it flushes on its own and then gently closes the lid. That means I never forget to flush, and I don't have to touch a thing. I've read that the tankless design not only looks modern, but actually helps conserve water. Water is used directly from the supply line, so each flush uses just the right amount. If you care about saving water or want something eco-friendly, this is a big point. Another little detail that makes a difference. There's a built-in nightlight in the toilet bowl. I didn't expect to care about this, but it's perfect for late-night trips to the bathroom. The soft glow means I don't have to turn on the bright room light and wake myself up. It's also nice for guests so they don't stumble in the dark. I'll admit, I was a bit worried about installation. Smart toilets sound intimidating, right? I ran into some confusion connecting the water hoses at the back. The instructions could be clearer. There are 3 hoses and you have to match the right sizes, small, medium, and large. Once I figured that out, the rest of the process was straightforward, just some basic plumbing and floor mounting like a regular toilet. My advice, double-check the hoses before screwing everything down. After that first hiccup, it has worked like a charm. Using the LEIVI T162A every day, I actually feel like my bathroom is more comfortable and more hygienic. The seat is warm, everything feels clean, and I don't have to do anything extra. The bidet feature means I use less toilet paper, which is good for my wallet and the environment. In my opinion, the convenience of having the toilet handle things automatically, flushing, seat lifting, and even adjusting the water temperature, makes this perfect for anyone who wants a hands-free, comfortable experience, especially if you have mobility issues or just want something more sanitary. There are a couple of things to know if you're new to smart toilets. It takes a little time to get used to the remote and features. I was a bit overwhelmed at first, but after a few days, I found my favorite settings, and now it's second nature. I did notice the sensor for the lid sometimes needs a clear path. If there's an object in the way or the room is very cold, it might not trigger right away, so I always keep that part clear. Also, because it's a high-tech toilet, you might need to clean the sensors and nozzle every now and then. It's just part of keeping everything working smoothly. Another thing I want to highlight is the digital display. You can see at a glance what the current water temperature is and adjust the seat if you need to. I like being able to customize things so easily. And with the 3-year warranty, I feel more confident about having made a good investment. One of the best surprises for me with the LEIVI T162A was the improvement in overall bathroom cleanliness. Since the toilet flushes automatically, and the nozzle self-cleans, I don't spend as much time scrubbing or worrying about germs. The seamless design is easier to wipe down, and there are fewer places for grime to collect. It also frees up some space because of the tankless look. My bathroom feels less cramped. If you're worried about how quiet it is, I can say from my own use, the LEIVI Smart Toilet is way quieter than my old toilet. The flush is smooth and efficient, and you won't have to worry about waking up the house just to use the bathroom. As for potential downsides, like I mentioned, installation isn't as plug-and-play as a regular toilet. I had to spend a little extra time and watch an online video or two before everything clicked for me. If you're not comfortable with plumbing, you might want to get a professional for setup. I also found the learning curve with all the settings can take a few days. But honestly, once you've used it for a week or so, it starts feeling like any other appliance. The pros outweigh the cons for me, and I feel the features pay off over the long run. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants to update their bathroom with something that actually makes a difference. It's perfect for families, older adults, or anyone interested in maintaining a cleaner, more hygienic space. There's a definite feeling of luxury, but it's not just about looks. You really notice the practical improvements day to day. In conclusion, the LEIVI T162A Smart Toilet has turned out to be one of the most useful upgrades I've made to my home. If you want a toilet that's reliable, comfortable, and doesn't require you to touch anything, this is it. The combination of automatic lid, heated seat, advanced bidet features, and eco-friendly design makes life easier and just a bit more enjoyable. From my experience, it's well worth the investment. If you've been considering making your bathroom smarter, I highly recommend giving it a try. To learn more about the LEIVI T162A Smart Toilet, please check the comments section. Thank you for watching.